before I start this video, I just want to let everyone know that I have a Discord now. We have a Discord. Yeah, woohoo! I just think it would be cool if I get to talk to some of you and you can all talk to each other. So yeah, if you want to join, the link is just going to be in the description. Anyways, now if I do say so myself, I would classify myself as someone who enjoys the effects of the devil's lettuce. When inhaled, it can be one of the most relaxing and euphoric feelings that you can experience, but it isn't always that amazing and that comfortable feeling that you hope for. Sometimes it can just, well, the best way to put it is that a bad experience can put you off of this stuff for a very, very long time. So without further ado, allow me to tell you about the worst high I have ever experienced. Now, this story was not very long ago. It was actually in October. I had just finished working an 8.5-hour shift, and I was so happy to finally be home. So on this particular night, I decided, you know what? I've had a long day. I've worked hard. I deserve nothing more than to take a toke and relax. So I go into my dresser, I grab my device, and begin to prep. Now, I think it's worth mentioning that my device requires charging. I think you can figure out what I use. Anyways, so I begin to take a hit, then I realize the blinking light of doom. It's dead? How could it be dead? And of all times now? Now I bet a lot of you are thinking, hey, why don't you just charge it? Well, I had actually given my charger to my girlfriend because her charger skinned itself and turned into whatever the hell this is. So, long story short, I didn't have a charger to use. So I had to resort to my primal instincts. YouTube how-to videos. So I search up on YouTube how to hit a cart without a battery. And all the results are talking about how you can use an old charging cable and essentially hotwire the cart. So that's exactly what I did. I believe that there's only a few selection of people who have any idea on what this tactic involving the charging cable is. But I just want to tell you that your dedication to get high doesn't go unnoticed. I hear you, and I see you, loud and clear. Now, something else I should mention is that since you have to stick the little copper wires from the charger into the cart, and instead of the power being from a battery, which is already a pre-charged power source, this tactic requires you to have a constant flow of electricity, so a charging block. But in my case, I didn't have a charging block, so I had to resort to my Xbox. Now, because of that, the power of the cart is increased by about 10 times because of how strong the electrical current is. Or something, I don't know. Piss off. So I then plug the charging cable into both the cart and my Xbox and inhale. As soon as I had exhaled, I immediately knew that I had messed up. This was not going to be fun. My mouth, within minutes, was drier than I had ever experienced before. I know that this is not going to be a fun high, so I simply lay down and turn on YouTube and a means to relax myself. So that works for a little bit, until I feel something in my throat, which was weird, because I was starting to salivate. Then my stomach gave me that feeling. We're doing this. Oh shit, I was about to yak, but I refused. Listen, I hate throwing up. I would rather sit in complete agony for 3 days than actually throw up for 30 seconds. I hate it. So I sat up immediately and start chugging the water in a means to keep it down, which did work, but it made me even more nauseous. The time this had happened was around 9:30, so it wasn't too late. I continued watching YouTube until I slowly felt the nausea go away. I look at the time, and now somehow 4 hours had passed because it's now 1:30 in the morning. So I decided to turn off YouTube on my TV and hit the hay. Why did I say? For some reason, I thought it would be okay to listen to horror stories. Why? I had decided to listen to Datura and Salvia horror stories. For those of you who have no idea what they are some of the most potent psychedelic substances known to mankind, giving a lot of users bad trips. So as I'm listening to these horror stories, I myself start to believe I'm having hallucinations. Like, I was so high, I felt like I was tripping. My vision was doing that buffering thing and was delayed to the max. My body was vibrating and I kept seeing things. I have an irrational fear of mice and rats, and I swear to you, out of my peripheral vision, I kept seeing mice and rats running across my room every 30 seconds. So I decided to turn off the horror stories, thank God, and instead start watching Family Guy. But before the intro was even over, my ass fell asleep. Dude, I had some funky ass dreams, bruh. The only one I vividly remember was I was jumping from different platforms in the sky with them gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Anyways, so that was the story of my worst high. Long story short, don't smoke from your Xbox, and if you do, don't underestimate it. Thank you all for watching so much. We're almost at 10K. That's amazing. I seriously want to thank you all for the support. It really means a lot. Join the Discord if you can. I want to build a little community, so link's going to be in the description. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And to all of my lovely subscribers. Oh, I got a wet one for you.
If I have a wife a bitch and you know that she not a hoe, and when shorty gas me up, it be feeling like Texaco. If you're looking at my wrist, it be colder than Eskimo. When I'm running from the feds, you can catch me in Mexico. Blood, sweat, and tears, got shooters like Paul Revere. Better than your favorite rapper and did it all in a year. No, I'm not an alcoholic, I just drink a lot of beer. And all these bitches want my wallet, but I might as well be queer, so what?